It's a rematch from the 2019 playoffs, where we saw the San Francisco defense dominate Minnesota. Can the Vikings offense strike gold against the 49ers D? Find out next.
We are about... The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and fourth is a Viking, Kirk Cousins. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On second down, it's Cook. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. To throw, Cousins. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the 3rd overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 19 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it at the 37. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Cousins gives way to Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here we go now on first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Cousins. This is Cook. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 down, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to the ground, Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Gostkowski's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lance looking to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
They run the counter. Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now Lance. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Lance now on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Working from the gun, Lance.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
The Lance going to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run.
Touchdown! It's complete. Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gets this one left side to Pettis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Lance.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Emerson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And Cook running on 1st down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And Lance now to throw.
That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That is Tomlinson who is down. Boy, not what they want to see.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And this complete to Mitchell. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Throwing his Lance on third down. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Lance, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think
touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll.
coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Lance to throw it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Lance.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Oh, yeah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there complete to Ruggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he will find his man Ruggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Lance going to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees it a field goal going forward. What beat them?
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Cousins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. A big play there for the Niners. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. back to throw. Flushed out right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Cousins to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that